friends, welcome back to my channel. Christy here. Today we are going to do a decor haul. You guys, I never thought I would miss doing a decor haul as much as I have. So welcome back to my channel, everyone. I hope you're having a beautiful day. So let me tell you about today. I've got a decor haul. I have everyday decor, greenery, and things that I picked up at boutiques and thrift. And then I also have at the end some Memorial Day / July the 4th decor. I do have some pieces. I told you guys on the last video that I had some patriotic decor, so I'm going to share that with you today. So we're going to go ahead. We're not going to wait a moment longer. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's get into the haul. All right, before we get into the decor, let me just go ahead and tell you where my sweater's from, because you guys know once I get into decor, I don't want to stop and I may forget. This beautiful sweater came from, let me point you down a little bit. You can't see that. This beautiful sweater came from Kohl's, okay? The back is just red and white stripes. And then it's very lightweight because it's more like I wouldn't say see-through, but it's kind of that really cool material that you just put a tank top underneath, some khakis and some sandals. So this came from Kohl's. It was $35, so I think that's very reasonable for a good quality sweater, which this is. I was excited to find it. I went in there to find decor. Did not find any decor that I liked, but nonetheless, there was also a sweater I saw in Hallmark. I will make sure to leave that in the footage at the end of this video in case you want another type of sweater for Memorial Day or July the 4th. So the first store is this beautiful boutique that I stop at on Main Street in the mountain town I live in, and she had some spring / greenery, and she had some beautiful stuff. So it is not thrift, it is new. And I grabbed this wreath for $12.50. This is just little mini wreath. This is the greenery. It's just gorgeous. And then look at the back. It has that wood that I like. Really, really pretty. I love the green color. And so this little wreath was $12.50. So I grabbed that. And then next she had like this candle where you put a candle through, greenery, this really light color. I love this. This is really, really pretty as well. And you can just use it beside something, or you can put a candle up through it. I loved this. Let's see, this was $8 for this little bitty piece. And then she also had these two taper candle kind of wreaths, little greenery. It's got a little hole right there. These were $6 a piece. I got two of them, and basically how that works, you just take your taper candle and then slide it down in there so that you have this look. I think that looks really, really pretty. I love that. So I got two of those. She also had, like, I know that Easter's over, but I do use Nest and things during the entire spring. She had this gorgeous eggs nest. It has greenery and these beautiful colored eggs. And then look at the wood on this nest. It's just gorgeous. It has a couple of different kinds. This one was a little more on the pricier. Look at all that detail. I love it. This was a little more on the pricier side, but like I said, I don't mind. It was $22.75. So $22.75 for this little nest. It's actually not little. It's probably about the size of my hand. So I purchased this one. All right, friends, I'm sorry. I had to move my camera because that glare on my stove hood is driving me nuts. So the next was this beautiful stem of, looks like Shasta daisies. It's just one piece that she had. This was $22 as well, which seems a little pricey, but I think this is so full I could just drop it in a clear vase and just let that be it. Plus I think this would look really pretty with the bears that I decorate with. So I grabbed this piece. This is the company she orders a lot of her stuff from. It's Saybrook Lane. You guys let me know, have you heard of them? Because their stuff is gorgeous. It says, it's got a website. I might even go on there and see what else I can find. Anyway, it says www.saybrooklane.com. That's pretty simple. So if you like this greenery, that's where it came from. Definitely think I'm going to go on that website and check out some more stuff, but nonetheless. She also carries wax melts from the Milk House Candle Company. So for this time, I picked up a jasmine and honeysuckle. Lasts forever. It's so amazing, but the honeysuckle, it smells so good. Milk House Candle Company. That's where she orders it from. And it's really big blocks. So picked up some of that. All right, so that's all I got from the boutique. All right, next let's do Marshalls and Home Goods. So Home Goods had this bag of moss. I haven't seen that there much, but they had different shades. This is like a medium green. This whole bag was only $12.99. I love to use this in my spring and summer and even Halloween. I love to use this moss. Hobby Lobby carries it, but I really loved the look of this brand. So whole bag, $13. So I grabbed this. Marshalls also had this beautiful wooden birdhouse. It has kind of like the coastal look kind of here, but look at this wood. It is so beautiful. They had different sizes. This was like a medium. They had a small, and then they had a larger one. This one was only $14.99, you guys, for this. So $14.99. This is the back. It's so rustic looking. I just absolutely love it. It has a little loop here, but I will probably just set it down and put it with some greenery and some birds or something like that. But for $15, it says it was made in the Philippines, and that was my next find. I also grabbed from Marshalls for $16.99 this really nice welcome mat. $16.99. I grabbed this one. Right now mine is made like this, but it says every bunny welcome. So now that Easter's over, I'm going to swap that one out for this one. And I just went with a traditional welcome rug. It's a pretty good size for $17. So I grabbed this. Next is Hobby Lobby. So I grabbed a couple of wreaths there. This was the first one. Like I said, I just wanted to get some fresh greenery for July the 4th. This is by the Bella, $19.99, and of course it was 40% off. So that's the first one. Look at that gorgeous green. I love that. That's going to look great with my red, white, and blue. And then the next one is this one. Look how full that is. This one was $21.99 by the Bella, and that's the back. $21.99, 40% off. I love the beautiful green. Of course, you could stick a candle up through there or use it as a backdrop for your 4th of July because it looks so good with these colors. I think you always need a good pop of greenery, so I'll grab this one. Next, don't know why, but for some reason I saw this piece and immediately added it to my cart. There was so many ideas that I thought of that you could do with this piece. I think I used it on my thumbnail, so you could always lay some greenery in it, a mason jar, some American flags, and have a very patriotic look. I just love the rustic look of it. I found it back where you find the baskets and the trays and things. It is a your price item, $15.99. So it's not on sale, but I loved it, so I went ahead and grabbed it. It's so rustic and beautiful. I love to use mason jars and rustic pieces when I'm decorating with my flags, any kind of patriotic decor. I just think this is a really nice piece, and you can use it so many different ways. You could even do it like that. So many good ideas, so grab this one. Next, I saw this little vase that just screamed take me home. It was only $7.99. It's gift price, so it wasn't on sale, but $8 for this little vase. I wanted to add some different textures again with my patriotic decor this year, and I thought this one was perfect. I love the color for $8. The texture is just gorgeous. They did have several different kinds of these in the middle of the store at Hobby Lobby, and with the greenery, look how pretty. Oh yeah, so gorgeous. So for $8, I grabbed this. They also had this galvanized, like a garden bucket. It says flowers and garden. I kind of thought this would be neat on my front porch with my herbs and things, and maybe put my little utensils in here for gardening with some gloves and kind of soup it up like a little decor on the porch. So this was nice. It's spring shop, so 40% off at $8.99. So I will probably, or I could even put a nice greenery plant in it or a garden ball and stick an American flag in there for the 4th, and because that always looks good with metal, galvanized, and greenery and a flag, and you just can't go wrong with that. So I thought I would do that. I also saw that Market Square had these really pretty crocheted kind of placemats. They are round. Let me put that one down. This is what they look like. They're kind of like a off-white, kind of a beige. I just thought that was really pretty to put my charger and my plate on. You could use it for other things, but I was thinking placemat. They were only $4.99 a piece. I got 2 of them. And you know, Market Square never goes on sale, but still for $5, I like the quality and the color. So pretty. So I grabbed 2 of these. I was in Home Goods and they had this really beautiful pack of throw pillows. It's a pack of 2. It's by Millie Home. Really, really nice luxury home decor. It says Millie Home, that's the brand. And look at this color. Is that not beautiful? It's gonna go perfect with that new comforter that was on my last couple of hauls. Anyway, it's a pack of 2. I think they're the perfect size. And they were actually on clearance. They're normally $29.99 and they were red tagged at $24.99. So I thought these were a really good find, and I can't wait to put them on my bed. Look at all this beautiful greenery. I love it. Oh, it's so pretty. I love buying new greenery. Do y'all get excited when you update your greenery? I know I do. All right, so I'm gonna put all this back here because I have to make room for my thrift. We're gonna do it next. All right, friends, let's start with some thrift. This item was supposed to be on my last haul, and my mother-in-law had bought it for me and I didn't have it yet, but I promised I would show you guys. It's this beautiful crystal egg. The lady finally decided to sell it. I think my mother-in-law paid $12 for it, which is a really good price. And so next year for Easter, I'm definitely gonna use this. And it's gorgeous. I love it. And for $12, it's just so stunning. So she grabbed that for me. Next, I went to the Dream Center and they had these cute little jars. You guys know how I am about jars in my bathroom. I just love decorating with little jars. So they had these 2 little ones. They were 75¢ each. This one has like a wavy design. And then this one has like a blocked kind of design. So 75¢. I grabbed these up. So the thrift store had a beautiful glass pitcher with some goblets. It was a set of 3 goblets and a pitcher. I passed on it the first time I saw it. And then I went back and they still had it. And I was just like, we're gonna go ahead and get it. So I grabbed this set for $15 for everything. I looked on eBay. This is the Tuscany Alexandria. It's a picture. This is the design on it. That's the design. It's really pretty. And she even has it marked. It says Tuscany Alexandria, set of 4. So I got a pitcher and 3 goblets. The only thing I think is why I was hesitant is it's really heavy. So I would definitely use it as a pitcher for a formal event. However, for every day, it's just too heavy to me. So, but you could put a beautiful set of flowers in it and use it for decor. It's got like this edging on the top. And it came with 3 goblets. Look how beautiful these goblets are. There's the pattern. They are just really pretty. I know on eBay, this runs $40 and I paid $15 for the pitcher and 3 goblets. I love thrifting goblets because you can find these really nice ones. Really Really beautiful, stunning goblets. I've been very successful with finding glass pieces like this in the thrift for a really good price, and I love them. I love adding these to my cabinet. So I got 3 of these, and they are beautiful. You guys know I love glassware, so I'm so glad I picked these up. This next glass piece is like a vintage 5th Avenue. I think the pattern they call is Cherish. It is this gorgeous vase. It has hearts on the top. It's got a scalloped edge here, and there's the heart pattern. It is really heavy, durable crystal, and I got this for $10. It's beautiful crystal. I was thinking Valentine's Day and anniversary, so I think $10 is a great buy for this. My next thrift item, I'll never turn down a good crossbody, and I haven't bought Vera Bradley in a long time, but there was this beautiful, the quilted Vera Bradley. This is the material. I'm sure you guys recognize it. So this quilted Vera Bradley, she has such good quality purses. So this crossbody, and it's black, so God can't ask for more than that. And then it has a back pocket here. This I picked up for $8.50, $8.50. So absolutely grabbed this up. So $8.50 for that. All right, so I have one more thrift item. So let me just ask you guys out there that thrift, do you guys buy like weird items sometimes? Do you like buy something and you're like, I don't know why I bought that? Well, this next item is kind of like that, but I still think it's kind of cool. So I saw this Frigidaire. You know, I have a little makeup refrigerator. Y'all probably have one of those too, but I have a black Frigidaire makeup cooler that I keep my eye gels and things in. But this is by Frigidaire. It is got this leather strap here, and it has little legs on it. So this was $10.75. I just thought it was a really cool purchase. It doesn't look like it's been used at all, but I thought it was, you know, a neat purchase. Put it in the car and put something cool in it. Here's the cord. It runs by cigarette lighter. Just plugs in. That's the inside. It's nice and clean. I'm just always finding little things like this. So $10.75. They did test it. It does work. Perfect condition. So I thought that was an awkward but wonderful find for me this month. So I grabbed this. All right. So now I'm going to show you the few pieces that I have purchased so far. For, like I said, I know we have Memorial Day coming up. I purchased them mainly for my July the 4th decorating. I'm really having trouble with pieces because I have a lot of July the 4th decor, and I'm really reaching this year, it seems like, for just something different that I can do. So I will go ahead. I know you guys are looking for ideas. I know some of you have been looking at my last year's decorate for July the 4th. I will post that link to that video down below in the description box if you want to go ahead and start planning for your decorating. I think that video is very popular, so that may help you go ahead and start prepping. But these are the items that I've grabbed so far. All right, the first one is just a generic bow that is by Martha Stewart. It's this blue and white gingham, and this bow was only $7.99 at Home Goods. I do have a roll of ribbon in this in the 1 inch, but I thought this would look really nice on a wreath or a piece of greenery or a basket, maybe a basket, that's what I'm thinking. And for $8, I went ahead and grabbed this one. I love using this pattern for July the 4th. And then at Marshall's, they had this pack of 4 American flags. $7.99, Martha Stewart. What I loved about them is the sticks. So the posts are these rustic sticks. Like I said, I'm looking for more rustic features. Look how beautiful. So there's 4 of them. It looks like she's got them kind of latched together. Just took the tag off. But anyway, so there's 4 of these. I like the look of the flag too, because it's kind of It's got that worn look. It's a burlap. So burlap with this wood texture, I just fell in love. So 4 of these for $8. Like I said, Martha Stewart, Marshalls. So grab that. I also grabbed this garland right here. It has the stripes, the stars, and then this polka dotted one. It also has the red and blue palms. I love that. I think this is a really good patriotic garland. It's called Stars and Stripes, and a very good quality, it looks like. Almost like a patriotic farmhouse kind of feel to it, between the burlap and then the textures here and the wood. But you know what? I'm okay with that because I really miss my farmhouse decor. But anyway, so I grabbed this one. It was only $14.99, so $15 for this. And I can't wait to put this up. I did not buy any new mugs because I have Americana and Patriotic mugs, but I was looking for something different. I picked this up every single time I went in the store, so I just went ahead and bought it. It is these little dishes. They have kind of like a bandana look in them, and then on the back they have like this reddish and white with this blue trim. I think they're really pretty. I think they're adding that something different that I'm looking for. You get 2 of them. They are very affordable at only $5.99 for the 2. I love it. I love using bandanas and this kind of pattern and that kind of thing. So I went ahead and grabbed those. All right, next, you guys know me. I would not be me, and it wouldn't be a true haul if I did not buy a new throw pillow for every single holiday, even if I have one already. All right, so I saw this really nice quality American flag pillow. Look at the size of this. It is double-sided. Love it. Excellent quality, of course. It came from Marshalls, so you know the quality is great. It is from Brooks & Brothers. That's the brand, Brooks & Brothers, Marshalls. And this pillow, I have to say, I was surprised, was only $19.99. My goodness, I've bought pillow covers for that price, and you get everything with this one. So it's like this, and then you turn it over. So double-sided, excellent quality. It's so full and comfortable. You could actually lay your head down on this pillow. And for $20, of course, this went in my cart immediately. And Marshalls, $20, go get you one, because you can't go wrong with a basic American flag of excellent quality for your decorating for July the 4th. I just feel like you gotta have it. So I have one more item left. So I bought a new throw blanket for July the 4th. It was in my thumbnail. I'm very excited about it. They did have some quilts and other options for July the 4th, but this is the one that I went with. It's the same brand, Stars and Stripes. This is the throw blanket. Look how beautiful. What I love about this, it's so classic. It is just classic, patriotic, Americana, gorgeous. And look at the kind of ruffles. Look at the ruffled edging. I'm just in love with this blanket. And yes, it can get better, absolutely. It is reversible. Look at this. You can flip it over and do this white side. You could do the blue, or you can do the blue and then just flip it up at the end, and then you have your red, white, and blue. I just fell in love with this. This was $29.99. I do not have a problem paying that price at all. There it is. Home Goods, $29.99. So this is my last patriotic item in this haul. You guys tell me what you think. Do you not love it? I do, for sure. And like I said, that pillow was also a really reasonable price for $20. So really good quality stuff. I'm very happy. I haven't purchased a lot so far, but I'm very thrilled with what I've got so far. I'm pleased with it. You guys tell me what you think. What was your favorite item? Comment down below. Let me know. Or let me know what you're looking for. or give me some ideas. You guys know I'm always open to hearing from you guys what you think and what would be a great piece to add to my decor. All right, friends, that's gonna do it for my decor haul for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I didn't have an extreme amount of patriotic decor. However, I'm kind of struggling this year. I really feel like I have a good collection. I went to Kohl's. I will check out At Home and Kirkland's and Michael's. I will check out those probably this week. So maybe they have something that kind of will catch my eye, but it's 250th anniversary, so I want it to be really classy and beautiful and elegant and just have a beautiful tribute to my country. So with that being said, if you have any ideas, or let me know what you guys are doing in the comments below. You guys know I love to chit chat with you guys in the comments and find out what you're doing. I feel totally refreshed now that I've been able to do a haul video again. I felt lost and homesick. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see all of you on the next video. Take care.